Visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Did you know that AmeriCorps programs improve lives, strengthen communities, and foster civic engagement in Nebraska? For example, AmeriCorps program serving with the RISE program helps students on probation for truancy gain skills to improve both their attendance and performance in school. Discover more about AmeriCorps programs making a difference in your community at serve.nebraska.gov. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
While learning to read takes practice, teachers know that loving to read takes enthusiasm, both in the classroom and at home. Hi, I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Reading books with children will help them discover a passion for reading. Bring the celebration of literacy into your home and our public schools all year long with Read Across America. When we make the time to read with children, we foster a lifetime of learning.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. This is Choppin' It Up with Chubb, the soulful way. Introducing you to some of the best local restaurants across Lincoln. Here's your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd.
What's happening, diggets and diggeteers? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way on 93.7 The Ticket. Text in the show at Starter Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 or catch us on YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable channel 961. What's up, folks? How you enjoying this chilly day? It was nice and sunny this past week, and I thought we was going to enjoy it for this weekend for the special show we have. But I guess the Mother Nature seemed different, but it's still nice out there. We have a great show today, and we have a special guest. Well, we have two special guests. First guest is my wife, the Mrs. of Soulful Casino, Tina Hurd. Tina, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for your first time on the show.
I'm excited to be here.
Right on, right on. And then we have our friend, Kevin Witcher with Screamers Restaurant. Kevin, how you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing out there, Lincoln?
All right, all right. Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Oh, man. What's to tell? So I grew up in Omaha, one of 13 children.
Ooh,
my parents.
Parents were busy.
Yeah, I'm number 10. I like to say the perfect 10. My siblings don't like to hear that, but yeah. Went to school here at the University of Nebraska where I studied musical theater and dance. Left here in 97 and lived out east in the DC area for almost 18 years. Been back in Lincoln for about 8 years now. And yeah.
Now, what was you doing out in DC? Was you doing theater work?
I was chasing that musical theater dream for a while. So I was doing tours out of New York, national tours of Broadway shows and some theme park work, cruise ship work. Then I frontlined a party band with the premier party company out there for about 10 years. I did that. And then I retired from musical theater and started teaching. I taught dance and theater at a private school for about almost 5 years.
Okay.
Before going back to school and getting my nursing degrees. So now I'm a certified nurse practitioner.
A man of many hats. So if somebody's singing and falls off the stage, you can go over there and split it right up.
Yeah.
So you said cruise lines. What kind of cruise lines? I mean, was it what Carnival?
Yeah, I worked for Carnival for a while. Yeah, I did some production singing work for Carnival.
Okay, because we're cruising. We like to cruise, take cruises, and we've been on MSC, World Caribbean, and I think like 4 or 5 on Carnival. Mm-hmm. So I like them all. MSC would be my less favorite. It was a nice cruise ship, it was just, I don't know, like by the pool, how they have DJs.
Yeah.
It was real quiet.
Okay.
It was real quiet. So, I needed a little bit more
That
music
party
in my
vibe.
life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, when you came back to Lincoln, is that when you got into the restaurant or?
Yeah, that's what kind of prompted it. We came back to bring my mother-in-law back.
Mhm.
She was 90 at the time, and we felt she should be closer to the rest of her family, which was here. So we brought her back. And then I saw all of the new development in the Haymarket with the Pinnacle Bank Arena and all the restaurants and hotels and stuff that were happening down there, which didn't exist when I moved away in 1997. None of that was there. So it just sparked the idea that I had when I lived out east for a restaurant where the servers were singers. And I said, hey, let's see what we can do with that here in Lincoln. It might be a great place for it. And then I wanted to pay homage or tribute to what used to be the University Show Choir, the Scarlet and Cream Singers, which I had the good fortune to sing with when I was doing my undergraduate degree. So I named the restaurant Screamers, which was the nickname for the Scarlet and Cream Singers. You put Scarlet and Cream together, you get Scream, and they just called them the Screamers for short.
I like it, man. So, before, like, how long did that idea, like when you came up with the idea of doing this sort of restaurant, how long did it take you from point A to like actually get the wheels moving?
Well, it was probably in my mind for the better part of 8 years out east. It just kind of, something I was thinking of. And there are similar places that I visited throughout the country. But I always felt like we could do it better. And like they didn't put enough emphasis on the fact that the servers were the singers. So I said, let me keep it in the back of my mind. And then when we moved back to Lincoln, I saw an opportunity to do something I had never done before, to reach goals I had never reached before. So I said, hey, why not? Let's jump in.
Well, man, you did it. It's I ain't gonna lie. Tina's been there a couple of times. I've been there once. And as we was talking outside, I'm not really a Haymarket person. She is. I'm 54 years old. I think I'm too old for big crowds and stuff. But when we was in there, man, it wasn't what I expected. It was dope. So, I didn't like the vibe and just everything. I really enjoyed myself. And I know that Tina had some questions she wanted to ask.
Oh, yeah.
I have a whole bunch. So first one is, how do you go about finding your workers, your employees that can sing, dance, whatever?
Right. Yeah. So they tend to find us. Those of us who sing, who like to sing, we seek out opportunities to sing. So we advertise on Indeed, and I visited the university choirs, especially in the beginning. I did a whole tour of all the university choirs at both Wesleyan and UNL, and just let them know, hey, this is what we're doing. We're out here doing this. And we had a slew of people come through. Some of them are still with us today. And we've had new people just kind of want to sing, whether they were singers at the university or just people who love singing, but they work a day job and they want to do this at night. I have people who do that. So it really is kind of this mix of people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, who sing for different reasons, who come to Screamers to work with us.
Now, when on night, do you have like shows like specials? So like, say for instance, Motown Wednesdays. So it's strictly Motown, and then Fridays might be strictly like musicals on Broadway. How do you go about doing your music and stuff?
Right. So most of the time we make a promise to our guests that we're going to cover music from all styles, genres, and eras, so that everybody can feel comfortable coming in and knowing that they're going to hear something that they enjoy. We do have what we call tribute shows, and we do those probably 3 to 4 times a month, where there will be a special night. We have a tribute to the old school R&B. So that'll be your R&B show. We have a tribute to the Carpenters. We have a tribute to Taylor Swift. We have a tribute to Elvis, a tribute to Barry Manilow.
Now, do you guys ever do Dearly Beloved? We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life.
We have yet to do a Prince tribute, but you will find Prince in the R&B show, of course.
Yep. So I'm going to have to look it up and get down there, man.
Yeah, the next one's in April.
I'm going to be there.
I think
now, if you can get me, if we can get like this moon You remember that McDonald's commercial, Mac the Night? So if we can get a moon and somebody play the piano, I'll be in that moon. And I'll be like, when the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for golden light. I'll do that.
There you go. I like
It's a great time for a great taste of McDonald's. It's Mac tonight.
Just change that to Screamers and then we'll be good.
It's a great time for the great taste of Screamers. It's Mac tonight.
There you go. You missed your calling then, Chubb.
Man, I have what's it called, imposter syndrome. So there's a lot of things I know I can do. I'm just scared to do them.
I got you.
And that was singing. Like, I wouldn't sing for nothing. I mean, I'd sing at home, but you couldn't get me to do karaoke or anything, but we're going to pay some bills. You folks stay tuned. We're going to pay some bills and we're going to find out what I did when we return.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, with your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way, on 93.7 The Ticket. Texting the show is Starter Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685, or catch us on YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable channel 961. Now, before we went to break, I was talking about imposter syndrome. That's something like that people know they can do. They're just scared to do it. And like cooking, I always know I can cook. And I was just always scared to do it. I would do it for family and stuff, but like professionally and like what I'm doing now, I was always scared to. And singing, I would always sing at home, sing in a car to her. And she's like, you need to do it. And like, I remember the first time I did karaoke, I stood up there and it was like, remember on that movie, what's that one? Where they danced on the bar. She got a job.
Oh, Coyote Ugly.
Remember on Cardio when she was trying to sing, she was like, she got scared, and I did that, and then I went into singing, but then I was so nervous, I was forgetting words and everything. But then I started doing it more and more, man. And you can't give me a mic. I'm on it.
It gets easier, right?
I'm on it as long as I can find something in my range. Then I'll do it. She's like, "Oh, you need to sing this one," and I was like, "Nah, I don't feel comfortable because that ain't my range. I'm gonna have to hit some high notes, and sometimes I can hit them, and sometimes I can't. And if I miss it in front of people, I'll probably shut down again."
Got you. It's called change the key. You can always bring it to your range.
So, well, I'm gonna have to try that then. But yeah, man. So we was talking about Disney shows and stuff that you guys do, Disney tributes. So I would like to check that one out too.
Absolutely, all kinds of tribute shows we do at Screamers right now. We try and do 3 or 4 a month. Coming up, we have a tribute to we have an 80s prom tribute coming up. So we're encouraging everybody to dress in their best 80s garb. It's going to be a prom theme called Almost Paradise.
And when is that?
That one's coming up mid-April. Before that, we do have an ABBA tribute coming up. We have Elvis is next week on the 19th, a tribute to Elvis Presley.
I've lived, the life is full.
I could tell you could do some Elvis.
I've traveled each and every highway.
There you go. And then I think we have there's another one on the 20th. I'm blanking as to what that tribute is.
Pop Girlies.
Pop Girlies. That's it. The Pop Girlies is on the 20th. That's going to be all the current, like Chappell Roan, Ariana Grande, of course Taylor Swift. Going to be featured on that show. And the one thing I'm really excited about are our lunch tribute shows that we're creating these opportunities for people who typically can't get out for dinner or don't drive at night, or some of the assisted living facilities, to bring groups of older adults to come out and enjoy a great lunch and a great show with music geared towards them. So we have one coming up called At the Hop, and it's going to be all the music from the popular hop sock hops of the 50s and 60s. We do one also called Tribute to the Crooners, which is the Rat Pack, Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, the Candy Man can.
There you go. That song's in the show.
Really? So now they can find this on Facebook?
Yeah,
or
our website at screamersdining.com under the events tab. That's going to list all of the current events. And then also on our Facebook page.
Yeah, so you folks make sure that you follow this guy, man, and go over there for a great meal and a great show. Tina, what other questions did you have?
So do you cook?
Do I cook personally? At my house, I do.
But not
at Screamers. I prep cook. I'll chop up some stuff and all that kind of thing. I guess if I needed to cook, I would jump back there. But luckily, I have a great kitchen staff, so they rarely need me to intervene on that level. So I leave that to the pros.
Man, I like to go to restaurants and check out their kitchens, man. So one day I would love if you would allow me to just check it out, because I get in there, dude, and that's just like
we
my
may put you to work.
Don't say less. Say less. All you gotta do is, yes, all you gotta do is say we want you to cook, and I'm throwing down, man. I'm never passing up that opportunity.
All right,
ever.
Right.
You have a chicken pasta that I've just been craving. I don't know if it's still on the menu. It's been a little while.
The garlic chicken penne pasta?
Yes.
It's still on the menu.
I've been craving that with you have a salad bar.
Yes, salad bar.
Now, see, I don't remember the salad bar when I went in there.
Probably because you didn't eat it.
Well, probably because I was 10 shades under the, whatever you say. I went out and drank and stuff before that.
Celebrating.
And, yeah, it was, I think it was her mom, her mom and her sisters were here. And I think it was a couple of them's birthdays. And so we all went out dancing after that and stuff. And we was drinking before that. And we went to eat and stuff. So I don't remember.
It was my mom's birthday, and we're from California. So my aunts came from California. And so we wanted.
I think I remember them being there.
The entertainment. You guys sang We Are Family for them.
Yep. I remember that.
I remember they was up. They was up and they was grooving because you had it on video.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a good memory, man, because that's well, I mean, you know what? There's sometimes where there's certain things that I remember about customers, and it's being in the restaurant business and interacting and getting to know your customers. That's an amazing feeling, especially when you're standing in there like me, like you came in there to eat. And, I was looking like but I was watching. I had my eyes curled up, and I was like, okay, I see the head bobbing, so they must be good, because that's what I look for, when somebody takes a bite, they're just like this. I'm kind of scared, but when they start doing that,
I
got them.
You can tell. Yeah. I have those moments a lot when people come in and you can tell they're cranky for whatever reason. Work didn't go well, or the kids got them upset or whatever. And they walk in a little cranky. And I keep my eye on that one. As soon as I see that toe tapping, that head bobbing, I'm like, okay, we got you.
Yep.
I think it was important what you said on break, just having that atmosphere of, music. It talks to your soul. So.
Absolutely.
It does. And, I got a playlist. And so if you read a lot of, you was in there, but if you read the reviews and stuff, it's just the ambiance we create. When you walk through the door, yeah, you are a customer, but I look at you as family.
Absolutely.
I'm going to talk to you like I'm family. Guy came in the other day and he ordered some tri-tip, and he ordered a 12-ounce mac and cheese and a 12-ounce collard greens. And I had served them, and then I had went back, cleaned up a little bit, and I came out, how's everything going? And he told me, and from that, it turned into like an hour conversation where I had sat down. We was talking about he's the youngest of 14. No, he was the middle of 14. And I thought, you think you have a big family, like siblings. He had 14. And we just went on and on about his dad being a boxer, and then him being a boxer, and then people we knew, which is like a small world. Like, this guy, and I know him, and this and that and stuff. So it's a small world, man, but I love interacting with my customers. Absolutely. Man. There's nothing better.
Absolutely. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Like I like to say is that we all have a soundtrack to our lives. Music or songs that stir emotions or bring back memories, whether we even realize it or not. I mean, I have people come and say, well, I'm not really a music person, but never fails. Halfway through their meal, they are bobbing their head and tapping their toes. And that there's a song that played that we sang that they're like, oh my gosh, that made me think of my dad when we used to work on cars in the garage. He used to play that all the time. Or I remember that commercial used to come on with that song on it when I was a kid. And, so you can't get away from it. Music is everywhere. It permeates everything we do, and it affects us.
In every way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
It can make you cry. It can make you sad. It can make you happy. I mean, there's songs that come on and boom, just like that, it'll take me back to that point in time, like 10, 12 years ago. And I remember where I was, what I was doing.
Absolutely.
And we will return with that conversation when we return. You folks, stay tuned. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be back after these messages. You dig?
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Loved one, here's the words, you have cancer. You want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the soulful way. With your host, Chef Manuel Chubb Hurd on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's happening, diggets and diggeteers? Welcome to Chopping It Up with Chubb, the sofa way on 93.7 The Ticket. Texting the show at Sartor Heyman text line at 402-464-5685 or catch us on YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Cable channel 961. Before we went to break, we was just talking about music and how it could take it back, and we will touch on that. But I want to give a shout out to Jared and the unknown texter, 4235. And the unknown tester want to know what kind of items you had on your menu. You want to chat on that?
Yeah. Some of the popular items on the menu are Under the Sea medley. We offer an Under the Sea pasta medley. You get your choice of a Cajun cream sauce, Alfredo sauce, or a marinara. I always recommend the Cajun sauce. That sounds fire. It is. It is so good. That's my favorite thing right now.
So what kind of seafood is in that?
So it has scallops, crab meat, shrimp. There's the seafood in there.
Mercy. Mercy. That's all I mean.
We have several gourmet burgers on our menu that are very popular. The Screaming Cheeseburger has like 4 different cheeses on there. Our Disco Inferno has charred jalapenos, and we have a special sauce called the Annie B's barbecue sauce, named after my mama, Annie B. And it's a little sweet and spicy. Oh, honey.
Now, is that mom's special barbecue sauce?
It is not it's not her recipe. No.
Okay.
It's just she inspired it.
Okay.
So I wanted something with her name on it, and she's sweet and spicy. That one could be. She's passed, but yeah. So it makes me think of her. But yeah, that's my favorite burger. The Disco Inferno.
Okay.
We do steaks. We do chicken. We do salmon. But we got a wide variety on our menu. We try to have a little bit of something for everybody. Mom Ruth's Meatloaf is named after my mother-in-law, who's since passed as well. Ruth was her name. And she was a meatloaf queen. She loved meatloaf. Everywhere we went, she's like,
meatloaf.
Is there meatloaf on the menu? So when we started deciding on the menu, I knew I had to have it named after her. So we asked her, can we name the meatloaf after you? She says, well, yeah, but I'll have to taste it first. And so we're like, of course. So we took her in and had Chef make it for her. She sent that thing back 3 times before she let us put her name on it. So it's a great meatloaf.
Speaking of meatloaf, I'll let you get back to it, but I love meatloaf, but there's nothing better than meatloaf the following day. And you just you put it in the microwave just for a second. I mean, you want to take some of that cold off, but you don't want it to be hot. You know what I mean? And then put that on some Wonder Bread with some mayo. Make your tongue slap your brains out. Man, I love that.
A meatloaf sandwich. That's what I used to eat when I was a kid.
I was never big on meatloaf until his So his is the only one I'll eat. He makes the best meatloaf. So, but not surprising. I mean, he's a cook, so.
She's weird, man. On the menu, I had something, and I mean, you're probably gonna say, okay, I know what that is, but like, I love some fried bologna. Do you like fried bologna?
I don't eat bologna anymore, but I grew up eating fried bologna. We fried some bologna in a minute.
Mercy, and that's what I told her.
That was a breakfast meat.
Yeah, shoot, we didn't have bacon. We get some bologna and let it boil up in the little middle, had that little pocket, and then you pop it and it go down, and that's time to flip it over. So
You're taking me back, Joe.
So before we went to break, we was just talking about music and how it pierces your soul and it'll take you back to a certain point, certain all kinds of things and stuff. So there's a song that don't want to make a scene. I really don't care if people are staring at us. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. So that comes on and it'll take me back to when we first got together. It was like the first song I think I ever sung to her.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes me back to that day. And remember, she did just what you seen her do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. But yeah, man, it's a trip how music works like that, man. So I'm sure you get out there and that's just, so for me, it's food. It's probably music show things. So when you see that, probably hits you just like it does with
absolutely
when the food hits.
Yeah,
my spirit.
that's why I remember that moment with your family, because when they requested that song and we're able to provide that, and then we see their response, they're up dancing, they're up having a good time. It sticks in your brain. You know what you did for them. You did something special, and those moments are unforgettable for me anyway.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you that. And we started talking and I forgot. But request. So you already have your shows programmed for the week.
Well,
correct, or is it just
not dinner? So when we do the tribute shows are a program show. It's a set show, with a set list. But when we just open for regular dinner, which is most of the time, we're doing whatever the server feels like they want to do or whatever's requested. We take
requests. So you take requests.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We promise that if we know it, we'll sing it.
So now how does that work? So say for instance you have 4 or 5 singers and then you, and I don't know, just give me the night. Doom doom. And do you say, okay, he wants this by George Benson? Who does this the best? Who could nail it? Or who
most
knows?
likely is who knows it.
Oh, okay.
That's more the question. Does
Got it.
anybody know this song?
Got it.
And if someone says, yeah, I know that, that person will be the one to perform it. A lot of times we'll also say, you know what, no one knows that song, but this is in the same vein by the same artist or the same era, or it has similar feel. And we'll offer that one up. If we don't know the song, we try and get close to it if we can.
Mm-hmm.
We try not to promise any particular song per se, but we do promise every style, genre, and era. So if you come in and say, I like country music, you're going to hear some country. If you say, I like Broadway, you're going to hear some Broadway. If you say, I like R&B, you're going to hear some R&B. We can't guarantee it's going to be your favorite R&B song, but you're going to hear the style that you enjoy.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering how that worked and stuff and how you guys did that. I thought maybe, okay, you say on Tuesday, we're going to do this, and Nancy, you're going to sing this, and Willie, you'll do that.
No, we keep it a lot more organic. It just allows us to be more flexible with our, because we never know who's going to come in the restaurant. Right. We may get a group of people who only want this. Sometimes we get it's unusually heavy on Broadway or unusually heavy on country music. Like everybody's asking for country. So it's like, okay, everybody pull out your best country. Let's do it.
Now, are you like me? Because people always ask me, so what's the best days to come and what's the best time to come? And it's hard to answer because sometimes Tuesday may be slower than, snail on a hot day. And then other days it's the busiest day. Or, like what's the main thing, what should I get? And, like what's selling a lot today of?
Mm-hmm.
We're selling more ribs and catfish. And then there's other days it's more catfish than anything else. Is that with you? I mean,
yeah, we get some of that. I try and make it personalized. It's all a matter of what you're looking for. If you're looking for a busy, rompous time, you want a lot of people in this room, so you're sharing in their energy, then you want to come on a Friday or Saturday night. That's going to be consistently busy. If you want a more quiet, romantic type moment, and you're thinking, you don't want very many people in the room, you want to feel a little more exclusive, come on a weeknight or come early on a weekend, like a 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6, a little quieter. Once 6 o'clock hits, that's when it picks up and gets busy. but we're going to cater to what you're looking for anyway. So we've had people come in, a couple in there, they're only two in the room, and they feel like they're in a party atmosphere because they're hyped and they want to be hyped, and we're hyping with them. So
Yeah.
we're giving them that. So we're going to give you 100%, whether you're the only one in the room or there's 100 people in the room. You're going to always get 100%.
And you could probably read the crowd and be like, this is the vibe we need to set tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, more country than this, or more
we
this
talk
than
to our
that.
people too. We like to stand at the table and ask you, what do you want to hear?
Mhm.
What do you like? What brings you in tonight? What are you celebrating? We love celebrating your special moments with you. That's another big part of what we do. We want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate what's happening in your life. And we celebrate everything. People come in all the time with something they're excited about, things that they probably wouldn't tell anybody else in the regular restaurant that they're celebrating. We just finalized an adoption, or this person just got their citizenship, or of course, birthdays and anniversaries and graduations. We do all those, but we just love when we have that opportunity to add a little bit more special to your special day and create that memory stronger for you, because music will help you do that. You won't forget that you were in that restaurant and that person sang because you were adopted or something like that. And I have people pulling up video from when we opened 7 years ago. We were here and you sang this, look. And they're showing me video of me singing something that they requested or whatever.
Yeah.
And, I just love that they save those things, those moments on their phones. They don't forget.
And that's how you know you touched somebody right there. I
Absolutely.
mean, because if it wouldn't be there if it didn't matter.
Absolutely. If it didn't matter, it would've been
something
deleted.
they recorded it for a reason.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the show, man, where I want to give you allow you to give your shout outs. You wouldn't be where you are today without certain people.
Gosh.
I don't know. Do you guys do catering?
We do some catering. We're really just starting to accelerate our catering program. Thanks in part to my great kitchen staff who's stepped up and said, "Hey, we can do this. Let's start getting our food out there for more people, because we're known for our food as much as our entertainment. So
Okay.
we want to make sure that more people are able to enjoy that, even if they can't get to the restaurant. But yeah, my staff is just the backbone of everything we do. I couldn't do anything that I do right now if it wasn't for them holding it down day after day, night after night, and just giving their all, either on stage or at the table. They give 100% all the time, whether they're talking to you, interacting with you, or entertaining you, or interacting with your kid. We love to have a kid-friendly zone, a place where kids can come and kind of be kids. So we train our staff to know when to kind of intervene at the table when the kids are getting a little restless, so that parents can continue to enjoy their meal as well, and kids can feel engaged and occupied a bit, so that they're not getting too rambunctious,
Yeah.
or we'll just call them up on stage and say, "Come dance with us." And that gets them up there dancing. And
So you interact like that too?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, heck yeah.
We do all that. We want we want the whole family to feel like they were seen, heard, and appreciated. So, whether grandma wants to hear us sing a Sinatra tune, and then kids wants us to sing some Disney, and the parents are in the between, they want the best from the 80s or whatever. We're doing it all. And we want to know what you want to hear. And we want everybody to feel like they heard something and felt something that they appreciated while they were there.
Got it. Well, all right, man. Well, if you want to give out your shout outs, if you want to give out phone numbers, Facebook, and website, that way people know how to get a hold of it.
Absolutely. We're at screamersdining.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram primarily. We do have a TikTok. Yeah, we just started TikTok, and I'm old, man. I'm 56 myself, so I don't. I'm just starting TikToking. But yeah, you can find us there. And we're at 803 Q Street in the Haymarket. But most importantly, we're about to relocate ourselves to the Telegraph District in the next several months. We will be there hopefully by the fall. We should be in our new location, and our name is going to change. We're doing a little bit of rebranding. We're going to be called Showstoppers.
Now, is it going to be Screamers here, Showstoppers there, or
So Screamers is becoming an event center. So we'll be staging events there. Our current tribute shows will still be there. We'll also be offering the space for private events, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, family reunions, anything like that. But the singing servers will be moving to the Telegraph District. So you'll be able to come in to showstoppers for all our great food and all of the great entertainment provided by the Screamer Singing Servers Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner, starting once we get over there.
Now, is it going to be a different menu? Same menu?
Menu's going to be pretty much the same. We may have some additions, maybe a couple subtractions if something's not doing as well as others, but it's going to be still that same great food.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you for being on the show.
I appreciate
Folks,
you having me.
That is our time. We will be, no, not next week. Is it next week? When's the 29th? Is that next week? So in 2 weeks. So we will see you same time, same place next week. We appreciate y'all, and make sure to visit Soulful Casino at 6105 Havelock. And remember, here at Soulful Casino, food's so good, everybody feels the soul. You dig?
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next